welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Hey, first week of weighing in for you guys, and it's the first week of February. It is Thursday the 6th of February, and February. Sorry, I should be talking proper really, shouldn't I? And went to weigh in this morning, and I lost £7. I actually lost £7, which was phenomenal. Now, because of this whole truth pact that I've got with you guys, I'm going to be a bit honest. I don't know how I lost that. At the beginning of the week, it was the 31st of January. I'm doing sugar-free February. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It's proven a bit more difficult than initially thought, because I've done it before and I did absolutely fine. But the thing was I wasn't doing Slimmer World then. I'm doing it now. So before, I wasn't restricting any foodstuffs or anything else, so I wasn't missing anything. And of course, as you probably all know, and as you're all aware, sugar is an addiction. So I've kind of made myself go cold turkey, and I did something truly stupid. Okay, I had a massive blowout. Okay, I'm talking crisps, donuts, cakes, chocolate, a lot. And I basically munched my way through that on the 31st of January, and I said, right, anything else? Bosh. That's it. Not having any chocolate now. 1st of February came. Didn't have anything. I did absolutely well. 2nd of February came. I was screaming for a Mars bar. Terrible. So I don't know how I've done it, or what I've done to do that, which was fantastic. A great loss, obviously. But the thing was that I've obviously stopped eating chocolate and things like that now. What I've said is any day that I slip or basically mess up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that on to March. So I am going to do 29 days of sugar free. And I'm doing this in aid of cancer research, by the way. Shameless plug, there's a link in the bottom to follow if you would like to put a little donation in. And what we'll do after February, or rather after the expiry date for sponsoring me, what I'm going to do is I'll put a link in there for cancer research in general, so you can happily donate to cancer research, which is always a fantastic cause to give money to. I mean, we've all been affected by cancer in some way, some more than others. And it's just nice to give a bit back, whilst also challenging myself, because I'm never going to run the London Marathon. Okay, if I do, I'll be shocked. I think I'd have to be offered about £100 million to even start trying to run the London Marathon. Oh, come on, man! I'm in my 40s. I ain't going to be able to run 26 miles. But I do digress. Going back to the beginning of the week, I slipped up a couple of times, but I'm putting them on to March. If I carry on like this, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to end up doing this in bloody August or something like that if I carry on adding days, because I keep on slipping up. But that's it now. No more slipping up. I'll be fine. Just needed to get out of my system a bit. But after that, what happened? Yesterday on Wednesday, I weighed in at the hospital where I work, and it wasn't Wednesday. No, sorry, it was Tuesday. I weighed in, and then I was like, I might be heading for another maintain, because I maintained last week. So I thought, oh no, that's a bit sucky. That it's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to, say to anybody that maintain's bad. A maintain is good. It's better than a put on. Okay. But yeah, I was hoping I wasn't really going to do that, because I wanted to I want to get every month. I want to lose a stone, or at least have the beginning of my. So if you imagine, if you're like 14 stone, I want to go to 13 in a month, and then 12 the next month, and 11 the next month. So I'm trying to do that. So having to maintain 2 weeks in a row, sucks a bit, but you know, I've started February on a number, so I know what I've got to get down to for March. And I was like, well, I'm going to maintain, but you know what? I've got a couple of days yet. I'll be fine. I'll hopefully lose a pound. And then I went in and lost 7. Weight loss. It's a funny thing, but I suppose my job at the hospital is very physical. It's quite a difficult job. I've been doing it now for 8 years. I'm doing the really physical side for about 2-3 years now. God knows why I'm still this big. I don't know. I suppose it's because you know when you're tired, you need that extra energy. So I head straight for chocolate and carbohydrates. It's the way it goes. Let's face it, we all know what happens. You get tired and then you go straight away for the bread bin and you think, ooh, chocolate's bread. I'll have some of that in bread. And you don't realise, I mean, on Slimming World, that's probably about, 10, 12, 20 odd sins. And you just don't know. It just runs away with you. So, of course, I went through the whole of Wednesday and then hit Thursday. And it was like, oh, I'm going to get on the scales now. I stood on them and bosh, lo and behold, 7 pounds off. Got my 2.5 stone award. Fantastic. And it's another 2.5 stone that I'll hopefully never get back. Touch wood. So basically, fantastic. That was my first proper vlog entry. 7 pounds off. Awesome. So impressed. If I could give a few tips, these are tips that I've learned along the way. The first tip is very important. Okay. Well, there's two. It kind of rolls in with each other. The first tip is water or fluids. Stay away from as much pop as possible. Because on Slimming World, Pepsi Max and things like that, Diet Coke, it's all free. Coke Zero and things like that, they're all free. You can have as much as you want, but the thing is, I would suggest not relying on them as your main hydration source. What I would do personally, and what I have done, is revisit squash. Squash, black tea and black coffee. And that's all I have. That's pretty much all I have, unless I've got a bottle of Pepsi, and then that pretty much goes within one day. So what I would say is stay hydrated as much as physically possible. I remember it was the first time I was ever on Slimming World. I went in, weighed in. I think I lost 11 pounds or something like that. And I was like, wow, yeah, brilliant, yeah, let's do this. And then I came back the following week and I put on 2.5 pounds. I was like, for God's sake. And I was so annoyed. And then I thought about it. And at the time I was working in like a hospital theatre. And in theatres you don't really get that much time to go and have a drink of water or anything. And I thought, well, the first week I was being really good because I was at least making sure I was drinking 2 litres a day. But the second week I couldn't do that. I was just too busy, too many long cases because it was neuro, so spines and stuff and heads. And when you get a long case with you really do get a long case. You're in theatre, you don't get that many breaks. You get 15 minutes and you get half an hour. And trying to drink 2 litres in that time, and when you come home, but you're doing long days anyway. You're doing like 12-hour days, so you don't get that much time at home to drink all this fluid. But I managed it in the first week. I didn't manage it in the second week. I didn't have nearly enough. So I thought about it, and this is another thing as well. You've got to really think about why you've put on. Don't just be annoyed and think that's terrible, it's awful, oh this is so annoying, I don't know what's happened. Work it out. Work out what's happened. Okay, what was different from when you lost weight to when you put on weight? What went wrong? Could it be a hangover from last week? You had a really big blowout, or you went out for a meal on the final day before weigh-in, and it's just carried on over to the next week. Could it be something like that? Really, really think about it, and that's what I did. I thought about it hard, I thought about it long, and I thought, it's the fluids. And sure enough, the following week, I lost weight. I think I lost about 3 or 4 pounds, because basically I was drinking more than enough fluids. So that's number one, is fluids. Okay, make sure you drink as much as you can. Don't overdo it, because obviously overhydration is a problem as well. But certainly drinking enough to keep yourself hydrated. My second tip is, as you lose weight, you're going to feel like you can do more. Do it. I know what they say on, when you go to Slimming World, they will turn around and they will say to you, you don't have to do anything physical to lose weight. It's just changing the way you eat. It's changing your whole lifestyle and your whole attitude towards food. But when you're of a large stature, I found when I was able to move, and I did, and I moved more, I lost more weight. And it sounds really basic. It sounds silly. It sounds like I'm trying to, treat you all like fools. But it's not. It's not. And it's something that gets so overlooked. And then it's so easy, because I've done it myself. When the person's there, she's standing right in front of you, and she says, "You don't have to do any exercise. It's just literally changing the way you eat." You're like, "Okay, I won't then." But no, you do. You do. And hopefully they do this thing in Slimming World called Body Magic. I don't know if Weight Watchers do the same thing, or if there's other slimming groups as well, if they do the same, sort of encourage you to do some movements. But it's certainly worth looking into doing that and taking part, even if it's just to walk around the block, even if you get some people who are live-ins, or unfortunately, even if it's just literally standing up for a minute or 30 seconds, whatever you can manage, do it, because at the end of the day it will help you in the end. Do what you can as and when you can. And liquid, all my life liquid. And finally, you'll hear a lot of this in Slimming World, but speed food. Okay, you've got to eat it. There's no two ways about it. Speed food, fluids, bosh, you're getting cleaned out. Okay, there's no two ways about it. Done, dusted. Get it down you. Eat as much as you can until you're full. Okay, don't think for a second that you've got to empty a plate. Just eat until you're full, and you'll be sorted. Weight Watchers, unfortunately, I don't know what Weight Watchers is. I mean, if anybody could give me some sort of brief description on what Weight Watchers do, or how their system works, that'd be great. And then hopefully I'll be able to start giving tips out, or if you've got tips for me to give out to other people, then fantastic, give them to me, and I'll read them out to others who are starting the same adventure as all of us. But that's it really. Just came on to tell you my good news. Lost 7 pounds. Whoop. Got my 2.5 stone awards. Whoop whoop. So that's me. Well underway. Again, sugar-free Feb. I'll give you more details on that as and when in the next video, as and when they happen. Obviously I'll tell you in the next video what's happened and what challenges I've faced. And don't forget, please get the old subscribe button, give it a click, ring that little bell, and that'll tell you whenever I post another video. And also for this month, down there will be a link to sponsor me for sugar-free Feb. And if it's outside Feb, as I've already stated, it will be changed for a link to cancer research to give money to them. So thank you very much for listening. Please tell me your thoughts. Please tell me other things that you want in the videos. And well, I'll see you next week. Grab my remote and say goodbye.